Good evening, I'm Tyrone Heppard with International News, and here's a look at your world tonight. We begin in Paris, where the French and the Italian governments said that they would work with Britain to send more liaison officers to help the rebel forces in Libya, a move some say is proof that the conflict in the Middle East won't be resolved anytime soon. Officials for both governments said that by sending the officers who might serve as military trainers and by working with the forces already in the air and on the ground, they would be able to not only apply enough pressure on Colonel Muammar Gaddafi's forces, but they'd be able to end the fighting. However, not everyone involved is that optimistic. One senior NATO official said, quote, "Some countries thought the Libya operation could be over quickly, but no military commander thinks so," end quote. Hope that the situation in Libya would get better started to diminish after the United States handed over control of military operations to NATO. Soon afterwards, Gaddafi's forces crushed a rebel stronghold in the western city of Misrata and began implementing new tactics that are making it difficult for coalition forces to target them. Currently, only 6 of NATO's 28 member countries are a part of the military operations. Now, these include Britain, France, Norway, Denmark, Belgium, and Canada. The Obama administration said on Wednesday that it would give $25 million to help out in the form of military surplus supplies, but they said that weapons won't be a part of that arrangement. And hundreds have been left homeless in the central Colombian town of Utica, where a mudslide demolished 80% of the town, leaving 1 elderly woman dead and 2 missing. After a nearby river overflowed due to the heavy rains that have been a part of Colombia's unusually wet winter this season, the mudslide swept away homes and left nearly 240 families without anything. Before the disaster, church bells rang throughout Utica and alerted residents to the danger, which resulted in most of the people being safely evacuated from the town. The government said on Wednesday that they were going to send experts to assess the situation and to determine whether or not it was safe enough for residents to return. They also said that they were talking about relocating the town to a higher location altogether and would reach a decision within the next few days. Coming out of Toronto, Canada, a man was arrested on Wednesday afternoon in connection with the murder of a university student that was witnessed via webcam. 29-year-old Brian Dixon of Toronto was taken into custody and charged with first-degree murder of Qian Liu, a 23-year-old exchange student from Beijing. Authorities haven't said how they've managed to link Dixon to the crime, but police did say that last Friday, Liu was talking to her boyfriend via webcam when there was a knock on the door. That's when she answered the door and the person on the other side asked her to use their phone. Liu's boyfriend, who wished to remain anonymous, said that he heard and saw the struggle that took place moments before the attack, and the person who was attacking shut off the laptop. Quote, "She was resisting and saying, 'No, no, please don't.' At that time, my mind went blank and I was cursing from my webcam. I was far away and I couldn't reach her," he said. "I felt helpless and I couldn't calm down." Authorities say that there was no signs of severe physical trauma or sexual assault, and the police are still waiting for the toxicology reports. And finally tonight, we land in Jakarta, Indonesia, where authorities are on high alert at the holiest period of the Christian calendar. The Indonesian government has tightened up security this Easter after a bomb was found in a gas pipeline near the Christ Cathedral. It's a Catholic church located in a suburb just outside of the country's capital. Quote, "Starting tonight until the end of Easter, the military and the police will be on the highest alert at all places," said one official. Another official said that security will be heightened around houses of worship, tourist destinations, embassies, and sites visited by foreigners. Muslim is the predominant religion in Indonesia. However, there are also large populations of Hindus and Christians in the country, and over the years, the government has been doing its part to prevent sectarian violence in the region. The country is still reeling from a foiled letter bomb plot and a suicide attack that happened at a mosque last Sunday, which injured dozens of people. Experts say that this is the part of a new shift in the way that terrorists conduct attacks in Indonesia. Well, that's all for your international news tonight. I'm Tyrone Heppard, wishing you a happy Easter, and we're going to pass it over to Mike Diamond with your college news. Mike?